All right. This is how we run sweep or zone. It's going to be probably easier than the way you have been taught. I already told you we throw a lot of things at our kids. We don't overtake on stretch plays. All right. What I mean by that is if Clay's the tackle, I'm the guard. Clay's got a guy head up on him. We're running jet sweep to the right. Clay's going to block the forward technique till I take that guy over and he's going back. We do not do that. And people say, why not? Because if you're going to do shit like that, you better have about a half hour of your practice plan. We can't afford to do that. Okay, we've got some kids that we've had to play both ways. We've got a lot of plays we've got to get through. We can't do that. Here's our rule. If you have a guy on you, you block him. If there's no guy on you, you step play side and work the second level. So here's what a little bit different. I'm a guard. We're running jet sweep to the right. Coach Iverson's on my inside. Most people would have the guard or the center, for example, step to take that two technique. I'd help till you guys know that's like a 15-minute drill in itself. We don't do that. We will actually block down on the two technique, and our center will work up to get the next guy up. For a play that we're going to run 5 or 6 times a game, that's all we need to do. We take care of the linebackers with slots. Now we tell them, our play side slot has the Mike linebacker. That could mean you inside release to get him. That could mean you outside release to get him. Our fullback kicks out for us, so jet sweep for us is not a get to the sideline, sprint your rear end play. It's a D-gap sweep play. If you think about it, we want to hit where wing T would hit with their buck sweep stuff. All right, so again, it's not a bad teams that turns to the sideline. Good teams are going to hold the edge on you. Our fullback kicks out for us. Our front side slot has the Mike linebacker. And I'll show you what we call if we think we have kids that are faster than the people we're playing. See? D-gap play. It's against Franklin. For 5 years, we won a league or they won a league. These were our biggest games of the year. Now, sorry about that, guys. If we call go, it's the same exact play, except now we tell our fullback has the mic, our front side slot has the force. That's what we call if. Here's what people's answer was to the end of it when we were running this. I'm going to take the outside force player, I'm going to send that so hard and so fast that the guy cannot kick him out. He's going to stop rocket sweep. He's going to go to the quarterback right on any option play. So this was our answer to that. So we would now send our fullback to the Mike linebacker. Our slot would just kick him out. So here's what's going to happen. As soon as our kid goes to the side, all of a sudden that blitz is off. He's got to run with him. We tell our slot, if you can hook him, hook him. If you can, if he's an outside force player, keep running to the sideline and walk him up to his mom in the stands. So a lot of our blocks will end up, it's a wide play, but hit inside of our front side slot. Okay. Here it is right here. Classic 4-14. When this outside linebacker sees our slot expand, he's going to go meet him outside. We'll take him, we'll walk him right to the sideline, and we'll run jet sweep right underneath him. Fullback has the mic. This is awesome. Eyes up right out of his stance. Picked him up. Perfect. Here we go. Same thing. Fullback has the mic. Slot has the force. You'll see our tight end tries to run with him. He's wrong on this. He should continue to work up. Look at this right here. Guys, you talk about numbers and why you run. Verona, unbelievably well-coached team. Anyone who's played them, those guys can coach. We've got unbalanced into the boundary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half guys to the field. They have one. I mean, guys, we can run our whole playbook inside to the boundary just because of pure numbers alone. And it's a hard thing for it. And we struggle with this when we're on defense. Having that safety get over here, be confident that these 5 guys back over here are good enough to defend the field. One of the reasons why we're a strong, weak defense. You know why? I'd have my best players play over here with a half less guy to defend the field and help my players who are a little bit maybe not quite as good, give them help by pure numbers. Okay, so that's why it's our 4 best players, we will game plan. If I would have played us back in the day, I would have put my best players to the field and had numbers to the boundaries to cover the unbalanced formations. But let's say you're a team that you always call your stud over here to the unbalanced side. You're going to have your best players over here. You're going to make up for it with numbers back to the field. I like number games. You're on a jet sweep up top. All right, rocket right there. This got all switched up. So we spoke down at Glazier. We were meeting with people afterwards and they did that. All right, rocket sweep. Easiest play we run. We tell our slot, our play side slot, ball is snapped, you have to take 3 steps to the sideline, block the first guy you think will make the play. 3 steps to the sideline, first guy you think will make the play. Offensive line, here's the rule. And I'll tell you one thing we changed from when we first learned this back from Georgia Tech back in the early 2000s. It used to be this. You're going to find the next defensive lineman on the line of scrimmage, you're going to take 3 steps, not block him, and block someone on the second level. Never block anybody down here. Okay, that's how we were taught to play. That's how we do for everybody but the outside offensive lineman. Here's what we tell them. You are going to sprint. Coach, if he, and again, I know I'm saying this a lot, and I hate to be repetitive in the same way with our kids. Against good people. I don't care against shitty people where this guy goes flying in. Okay, we're probably up 40 anyways. Okay, our 2s are probably in. Okay, I probably have the AD giving me the call it off symbol. All right, so I don't have that. I wasn't blessed with that maneuver, that play, the call it off play. All right, if I go and he fights, just take and wash his ass right to the sideline. I'm going to beat him with the technique that he is coached by his coach. Okay, in our defense, this guy here, his number 1 rule, don't ever give your outside shoulder up. So I'm going to go, keep fighting. I'm just going to continue to fight him right to our sidelines. Our guy will cut underneath it. Okay? Because I'm telling you, if he's good, I say, I'm going to let this guy go. A good player is going to come back in and make the play for a 2-yard loss. All right? So you'll see our guy, our outside guy, a lot of times will end up, we call it power reaching the end man. Now again, if he fires inside, and the guy we don't think the guy can make a play, we just let him go. Against us, against good people, that did not happen very, very often. Okay, so this guy here sprinting, blocking first guy he can, sprinting, he's the end guy, so he's the one guy that can block a D lineman. Here we go. 3 steps to the sidelines, block the first, it ends up being this guy, first guy you think can make the play. Okay, they're a true old school 50 team. They would always slant this kid back to the field against us. We knew that. You'll watch, he'll try to get outside of him, the kid sits on his hip, he ends up just blocking the defensive end. Okay, the kid's fighting. At that point it should be out. One way this play won't work is this. You have to tell your slot he has to aim at the heels of the fullback and he has to catch the ball at least at the offensive tackle. Kids want to do this. They want to go and they want to slow down and kind of time. It's not a toss sweep. It's a rocket sweep. We tell our quarterback, you can't out-throw the slot. It's a turn the jets on. We tell our slot to read one guy, to read this guy right here. He kicks out, you cut up, he hooks, you go wide. That's simple. I almost felt bad for the Ski this year. They had 2 losses, both were to us. But I got over it really quick. Okay, look, this is great. He is turning and sprinting. Turning and sprinting to the sidelines. Look at this guy. 3-4 team, I guarantee this kid's rule is never get hooked. You have to tame. They're well coached. Get on his ass, ride him right to the sidelines, we'll cut it up underneath you. Look at that. Bam, read one block, and then be an athlete. So you see our tight end getting down lower? If you have people you can't block, this is separate from this. Every time you go into a game, you think, oh my gosh, how the hell are we going to block that guy? We trade tight ends, and we shift every game at the beginning to see if they're going to shift with us. This team here, state champ wrestler, the Grittner kid, the state champ here, they had 3 state champions like on their defense. We could not block the safety. So here's what we did. They had 2 high safety. I said, we're going to shift the first time. I'm going to see what they do. Well, guess what they did? He walked up and he went back. So that state champion, we didn't block him all night and he didn't make any plays because we ran the other way. Okay? I don't need to wear super matches. I just want to win games. Now, if they're going to take and run that kid back across the formation, I'm going to stop shifting. No need to. But I'm at least going to see how they handle our unbalanced and our shifts and our trades. This is a safety. We decided to run at him instead. You don't want to come down and hit.